You are listening to Parking Lot Perspectives with Darin and Evan.
Welcome back to Parking Lot Perspectives, episode 23.
23.
This
Michael
one,
Jordan.
Michael, how apropos, Michael Jordan, and
Michael
the
B.
movie we
Jordan.
just saw is Sinners with Michael B. Jordan.
That's right.
Folks, we're going to tell you right out of the gate, you need to go see this. And wow, you said that Evan coined the best word of the day on this movie. It is.
We're going to put it up. Unique. Wow. Very unique, but just incredible production quality.
Yeah, there's a reason why a friend of mine, Melissa Saunders, sent me a note. She's like, "Hey, D, tell me when you and Evan go to the podcast on Sinners. Is the hype real?" I texted her right after the movie theater we left.
It's real.
It's real. The hype.
Very real.
Wow. I'm going to tell you, we're going to go through a lot of things on this. We're going to do our best not to give away spoilers because
it's not the easiest.
It's not the easiest, and we do know that the trailer, I mean, everyone knows that there are vampires in this. That's not a spoiler. We're going to do our best not to give away some of the hidden things. But the hype is real. Go see it, but see it in a very good theater with Dolby or very good sound. Do not see it in a half-hour theater.
Yeah, and I know you go into your perspective. I didn't have high expectations either going into this. I didn't know there was a lot of music in this either. So I'm glad we chose Dolby because it kind of brought everything together, and the overall ambience, the music, very good. But the plot, I don't know if you want to start with that, Darin.
I'm going to start with the plot. I'm pulling up. I want to make sure everyone's aware. On Rotten Tomatoes, it's a 98% critics, 97% audience score. That's as high as Oppenheimer.
Yeah.
Very few movies have gotten this high.
Especially for this year.
Yeah. So I want to make sure everyone understands. Very well received movie.
And
so
only $80 million.
$80 million budget. Let's put that in perspective. We reviewed a movie.
$90 million.
$90 million. We reviewed that movie, the Christmas thing with The Rock. Red One.
Red One.
It had
we remembered it.
$250 million budget. Not even close to the production value of this movie. This movie is $90 million. Let's jump into the plot. The plot is this. It's set in Mississippi in 1932. It's based on two twin brothers, Smoke and Stack, played both by Michael B. Jordan. I think you want to talk about the way they shot the twins.
No, I just want to call that out. Again, saw the trailer. I had the idea of the movie, but they did twins, and I thought Michael B. Jordan did an incredible job. That's not easy. The last person I remember doing this was Lindsay Lohan.
Parent Trap!
Parent Trap.
My daughter's favorite movie.
But obviously the technology, the passing of cigarettes to each character. How do they do it? I don't know, but great job.
And I will say this about Mike, and we'll get to there in a second. I'm going to say my comment about Michael B. Jordan. So, set in Mississippi, 1932. These guys have just gotten back from Chicago, and they want to set up a juke joint. For those of you that don't know what a juke joint is, it was just a dance hall with some really bluesy music, some very soulful music came from the South.
Alcohol.
You
let loose.
Yeah, fish, everything. It was very cool. And they're there, and again, not a spoiler.
No spoilers here.
But vampires come into play.
And we laugh, and when you watch this movie, you might have the same thoughts, but we were like, when are they coming? So, this is a great movie, but the plot, you said it right. So, I think it just follows him and his twin brother and their drama.
And it's also about a new star on the horizon. His name is Miles Caton. We'll talk about him in a second. But that's the plot.
He played Sammy Moore.
Yeah, he played Sammy Moore. So the plot is all about how they're going to make money at this juke joint.
Yeah.
And that was it. That's really what they wanted to do. The brothers just wanted to open up a juke joint and make some money. I'm going to stop there with the plot because that's all you need to know to go see the movie. You know there's going to be vampires. To Evan's point, you're wondering, this is one of the most beautifully shot films I've ever seen. Where the hell are the vampires?
And that's it. You'll see what happens.
And then something happens, so we're not going to give it away. So I do want to talk about, I'm going to start with the director, Ryan Coogler, first. So many people know Ryan Coogler has done Black Panther. He did both Black Panthers, Creed.
And Fruitvale Station, which was a drama as well with Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he does.
One of his earlier movies, but yeah, he's got his fan,
a lot of
his select few that he likes, and we'll talk about that. He brings not only Michael B. Jordan, but the composer, the writers, everything.
So let's talk about Ryan Coogler as well. He wrote it.
Yes, there you go. He brought himself.
I mean, my God, what? I asked Evan, I said, who wrote this? Because I want to put it into context for all of you to pay attention to. By the way, don't forget to like, click, subscribe, follow, tell your friends.
Write that.
That's right. But you think about if you're in Hollywood, right, and you all these weird scripts. I'm Ryan Coogler, who pretty much walks on water since Black Panthers have done so well in Creed.
Even Creed was very successful.
And, hey, I'm going to do a movie that's set in 1932 in Mississippi, and there's going to be vampires involved.
Yeah.
And I want the studio head to be like, sure.
Or did he show them the first half hour, 1 hour, and they were locked in? Then he threw the vampires in at the end.
That first hour was unbelievable.
You were locked in. You were just focused on what was going to happen.
They built up. They did the background. And I will say, we can start this off. I don't think this is a spoiler. They do start the movie showing this 1 day earlier, and that's where the film really kicks off.
Yeah, 1 day. All took
24
hours for to hell to break loose.
Yep.
Literally.
So next, I want to talk about the composer, Ludwig Göransson, I think. Yeah. Göransson. You said he's a Ryan Coogler like staple. He's done almost all of his movies. Yeah. I mean, he did The Mandalorian.
Ludwig, he's done Mandalorian, Black Panther, Tenet. I haven't seen Tenet. The Book of Boba Fett.
Oppenheimer
is a big one.
He was a composer in Oppenheimer.
So he brought him in, and again, that's a trend or a theme here. He brings in people he knows that bring good production. Why not?
Yeah, I'm going to say it a lot. You're going to just roll your eyes. Don't forget to click, like, subscribe, or follow.
Wow.
Tell all your friends.
Really pushing that.
I am pushing it. But I will say the production value on this, off the damn charts. I mean, I told Evan, there's a scene where they're showing a car going through the cotton fields of Mississippi. I will tell you, one of the most beautiful shots in cinema that I've seen probably in a long time. And I loved Wicked, how Wicked looked.
Yeah.
Ryan Coogler, hats off to you, man. That first hour was, and by the way, the whole movie's good. But the first hour is so beautifully done.
It just draws you in.
Yeah,
right?
draws you in.
It's a good plot, but the overall, the landscapes, the cinematography really keeps you focused on what is going to happen next.
Yeah, keeps you engaged, right?
That's the word.
So let's go into the cast. So we're going to talk about Miles Caton. I think that's how you say his name. Sammy Moore. It's his first movie. He plays like a prodigy blues guitarist. Sammy Moore is his character's name.
Great voice.
Wow, there's a scene where he plays in the car with Michael B. Jordan as Stack, and the kid starts playing, and Michael B. Jordan just goes, "What?" And I had goosebumps. The kid, if that is his real voice,
it is.
Wow, this kid. He'll be very, very successful.
He's a very, very good main character.
Yeah, he's integral to the part.
Yes,
to the movie. A guy named Jack O'Connell Remick, character's name. The thing is, my daughter Carly would be happy. This guy played Louis Zamperini in Unbroken.
Great.
That's
movie.
where Evan knew him from. I was blown away by that. So, but he's fantastic in the role.
He's creepy, but he's also
creepy. Great word.
Like, again, another theme to bring up is music. Music is a key part of this. So that's why I'm going to bring it back. See this in Dolby. Spend the extra money. I'm telling you right now.
Yeah,
you need to experience this in Dolby.
What Evan means,
or Darin's living room.
I think what's in I'm going to say it, if I'm wrong, let me know. But when Evan says music, it's both the score and the soundtrack.
Both.
The score is fantastic, and the soundtrack are the few blues movies the blues songs they play.
Yeah.
Wow.
And sort of like a thriller. There was some jump scares a little bit. I mean, the sounds, right?
Evan almost lost it.
It was good. I love that stuff. You know that.
Yes. So we're going to move on to Michael B. Jordan. We've talked about him. He plays both Smoke and Stack. The Smokestack brothers, I think is what they called them. I'm a fan. I've been a fan of his. This, to me, was some of the best acting he's done. Because I thought he went out of, like, Michael B. Jordan character. Am I right?
In the movie I think that's a good call. It's not easy, again, playing a specific role, right, whether he's Smoke or Stack, and it's two different characters, two different personalities I think we need to call out here. He's not just acting like an identical twin, identical personality, completely different
really
personalities.
good point. Really good point. Yeah,
so that is talent in acting because you're learning the script on both sides. So you got to play that.
Really good call. And folks, please pay attention. That is really key. It's not Parent Trap where Lindsay Lohan's the same person. So next up, David Maldonado. He plays Hogwood. He actually sells the place where the juke joint is. We'll leave it at that. I do want to talk about Delroy Lindo's in this. He plays Delta Slim. Delroy Lindo has been in so many things I can't even list it. Get Shorty, The Core, Malcolm X.
Great actor.
Just so many movies. He is a great character actor. He is phenomenal.
Yeah, he had the audience cracking up. So experience it for yourself, but he is funny to watch.
Yeah, wow, you were on point tonight. Next up is Jamie Lawson. She plays a character named Pearline. She gets involved with Sammy Moore,
A love interest.
singer, a love interest. Beautiful in the movie. The costume. We're not going to dive into costume as a separate thing, but costumes overall were just
Again,
the period.
The overall production, the vehicles, everything to a T for that era, for that timeline.
So
and Haley Steinfeld was in this.
Haley Steinfeld played Mary. She was dressed impeccably well, like it would have been 1932, along with Jamie Lawson. Great job.
Yep.
Next, I'm going to call Omar Benson Miller. Some of you, he plays Cornbread, not to be confused with Cornbread, who we play Call of Duty with.
Shout out to Cornbread.
That's right, if he reads this.
Make sure you subscribe.
That's right, Cornbread. So this guy, Omar Benson Miller, he's been in a lot of things. Ballers, 8 Mile, Shall We Dance, Naples, New York. I mean, tons of stuff. True Lies.
8 Mile. I was trying to figure it out.
He's been in a lot of things. So he did a great job. He plays Cornbread, kind of like the bouncer figure. There's a scene in a cotton field that will make you laugh. Then I want to call out, I think her name is Wunmi Masaku. She plays Annie. She plays kind of like the love interest of Smoke, Michael B. Jordan's character. And she's kind of a, not a witch doctor, that's the wrong thing to say. She was in Deadpool and Wolverine, Fantastic Beasts. She's done a few things, but she was fantastic. So she kind of plays like almost a shaman is what she is.
A shaman.
Shaman, whatever. And I think that's about it as far as characters. There's a lot of characters in this movie, but I think those are the big ones for us to cover. So
yeah, great job.
That's the cast.
Well done, the casting. I don't think we had a problem with any of them, to be honest.
And you know what's funny? At 2 hours and 17 minutes, we didn't have a problem with the length of the movie. And shout out again to Ryan Coogler. You think the movie's over? Don't leave the theater till the house lights come up.
That's right.
We watched
a lot of rookies in this
10
theater.
to 15 people walk out while they were showing scenes. We're not going to talk about them. That would be a spoiler. It was fantastic. It was just fantastic. So
good call out. Make sure you stay till the end.
Yep.
It's important too.
Yeah.
Because it kind of opens things up.
Yep.
But we'll leave it at that.
We did try to talk to a couple different movie patrons. The movie theater was actually kind of busy, but I think one, it was late. Which we typically we do movies usually earlier in the day. This was a little late for us. It's a little late right now. But we want to make sure that we try and always get movie fans, because we had Alan and Celeste on.
Alan and Celeste,
they were the bomb. But no one to interview. So why don't we just jump right into the rating? You're probably all going to guess what it is, but director. By the way, don't forget our rating scale.
Sizzle
is it's great. Fizzle is sucks, and meh, it's okay. Director.
I'm gonna go sizzle off this movie here. Ryan Coogler, great job.
I would tell you this could be like Oscar worthy. It is so well done. The story.
There's gonna be Oscars on the cinematography, I think.
Yeah.
Remember this.
Total sizzle on that. Cast.
You went sizzle on Ryan.
Yep. Cast.
I like it. Sizzle.
Evan mentioned it. There was not a bad casting in any of this. There wasn't somebody you're like, well, they're not pulling their weight or they didn't use that character. Every character that they focused on had a purpose and a reason to be in the film, and they gave them due credit.
Good reference points in the film where they might have a little backstory. They pivot back to flashbacks. It all ties together very well, and they all did very well together.
So. Yep. Score. Let's just do score and music together.
That's 100% sizzle.
Sizzle.
I mean, between score and cinematography, that's driving the rating to a sizzle overall.
Yeah. If you're not a fan of blues, shout out to my brother-in-law Mike Kosla. Right, him and I worked at a place called Record Town in the late 80s, and I think one of us, I know I got it. Alligator box set. Alligator Records was a big blues production company. I had it. Mike used to love the blues. We used to listen to the blues a lot. If you ever get a chance, folks, if you're down in New Orleans, go down into one of those bars. Just sit down and listen to people play. They did such a good job in this movie.
It really was great.
It just made you feel like...
I'm not into this type of music, but it made me really interested. Yeah. I just sat there and was taking it all in, so it was good.
So sizzle on the music and that. Cinematography.
Sizzle.
Folks.
Sizzle.
I kid you, I looked at not my watch. I looked at my phone, and it was 1 hour almost to the minute And you mentioned earlier that it just drew you in. You're like, wow. The way Ryan Coogler wrote it and directed it, he brought you along and built everything up.
And it's not one of those, I think we might have said in one of our previous reviews of a horror thriller, where it just drags on. You're like, is it going to pick up?
Oh, my God.
This one has you drawn in. You're like, what direction are they headed in? Honestly, you don't care what direction they're going in because it's great.
Yeah, and I will tell you, if every horror movie was done like this, I'd be a bigger fan. Evan and I saw some trailers.
Oh, there were some freaky looking movies
and I'm like,
out.
that doesn't even look fun. This movie is so well done. So, sizzle on cinematography. Overall,
I'm going to have you start it off.
I'll make it very simple. The hype is real. It is a pure sizzle for me.
Sizzle all the way. I like this movie a lot in the theater. Would I like it on the couch? Maybe. Wait to streaming? Sure. To get the full experience, you have to see this in the theater. Give them the credit. It's a lot of money nowadays to see something in Dolby, but it is worth it. It is worth it.
Yeah, and I think to Evan's point, there's a scene in the club, the juke joint. There's a scene. It's probably like 8 to 10 minutes long. If you're not in Dolby, I don't think you get that vibe. It was so well done. But hey, that's our review of Sinners. The hype is real. Go see it. Don't wait, and get out and see it in a good theater with good sound. Don't sit there and see it in a halfway house that you're not going to really appreciate. So with that, don't forget to tell all your friends to like, click, subscribe, and follow.
Yes, thanks for tuning in and listening. Really appreciate it. And we have a lot more movies coming up this next couple months.
Woo! Be ready. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.